rebound, and now you're not getting quality looks at the end of the clock.
Keshad Johnson, Ballo in there, and again, this is it's just all.
Same thing here with Boswell.
Keeps it, kicks it back for the three, which is something we've seen far more of this year than any in Keshad Johnson's career. Green light to shoot it.
Good look, though. And they brought help that time to Dante. That was a really clean look for Shellstad.
And the quick play. Oh, and Dante recovers with his third block. That was classic Arizona look, and the
both out after 3.5 minutes.
Got Diawara in there. Keshad Johnson.
I thought Caleb Love would. He came back, and now they've made it a game.
Keshad and Johnson. That is Arizona needed.
They needed to restabilize.
Little stretch of uninterrupted play here, and there's Johnson running. And Dante. Well, Dante's block was momentary. Krivas there for the follow.
That's what happened. Ballo.
19 for Jackson Shellstad. Great spot inside. Larson with the assist to Keshad Johnson.
Oh, okay. He is 85 and 18. Keshad Johnson, the pull up, and the game's first points belong to the Wildcats.
You know, Roxy, as we get into this quick, like, hey, I can get this over you. No.
Leading shot blocker in the Pac-12. Keshad Johnson from deep and a three.
I mentioned him in the first half as a key to their run. Such clean offense right there, just precision.
And the offensive rebound, Ballo, the kick out, Caleb Love.
Rodman, no good. Rebound, Ballo. Rodman took part in senior night, Washington State transfer. Keshad Johnson hangs, misses. Good D by USC. They call it jump ball. Puts up double figures. Arizona's been nearly unstoppable. Nice cut, Johnson. He was going for the throwdown and had it rejected by Iwachukwu, who's in replacing Morgan. And the stigma that goes with it as Larson almost turns it over. Got beat by Princeton as a 2 seed last year. Nice pass. Boswell and up high. Johnson for the flush.
It should be a turnover, loose ball situation. Bodies on the foot. I will miss is the rivalries that have lasted for so long. The fact that UCLA and Arizona will not be in the same basketball conference, I can't even wrap my head around it.
Johnson missing inside. Ballo battling for the loose ball. James will go three, but Johnson right there. Then he deflects the pass. Back-to-back giveaways by SC. Bradley in transition. Falls down. The ball ends up in the hands of Johnson, who scores. And a timeout by Not a lot of driving lanes tonight for Arizona ball handlers. Love to the corner, and the three for Keshad Johnson.
Just the second made three of the game for Arizona.
But obviously, there's a different 1 seed they have their eyes set on, and that's a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. A loss would certainly hurt their cause, but plenty of time, and as we mentioned, plenty of firepower. Keshad,
when he plays off two in the paint, much more efficient. Heat check.
Third three for Keshad Johnson, who grew up in Oakland.
Playing with great energy right now. I was like watching him that entire last possession, the amount of communication he's giving at the defensive end of the floor.
Ballo battling for the offensive in the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Stuck on 49 points. Johnson for three, hit it.
He's been everything.
Johnson, keeping him in it.
That second half, he's been everything. That is his
missing rebound, Keshad Johnson.
Here's Johnson up top for three, and it's good. 5-0 start for the Wildcats.
Now, these young players knew what they were doing. Jason Terry, A.J. Bramlett, they knew what they were doing. We didn't know what we were doing. Me, Michael Wright, Luke Walton, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. But that's how we came into the Pac-12
Last year, in the last couple of years, they had veteran guys, Jaquez, Campbell. They had good young talent as Johnson on a breakaway was challenged by Bona, and I don't know if Bona blocked it or if Johnson just lost the ball.
He's already been hitting the deck twice. While he might not have blocked that shot, he definitely affected it.
Johnson's three, no good. And a foul on Johnson, knocking Buchanan. Defensive rebounds. Arizona's one of the best rebounding teams in the country on both ends. Johnson attacking, missed the shot. Krivas can't tip it in. but tracks down the loose ball. The NBA that value those players that have a lot of college experience, played in big games. Nice reverse and finish from Keshad Johnson.
Well, they're more ready to play. They're more ready to play. I grew up watching that conference and then to see it break up. And obviously it got out to the West Coast and now we're dealing with that. But I will say this. I am very excited to see an Arizona, Kansas.
That was a big shot just for them to get going. Kusnard's has got to have a great game offensively for Oregon for them to win this game.
Keshad Johnson hits the deck, got his shot.
Shulstead's had some good looks from three right there. Those are good looks for him.
Johnson down low, spinning baseline, and scores. Ties the game at 5, 3 minutes in. High, Rigsby comes up short. One and done for Oregon. Johnson, great catch in traffic after the pass down court. Johnson missed the first time, but the tip is good. 7 straight points for Arizona. Loose ball, blocked by Larson. Missed opportunity there for the Ducks to get it to 19. Love the alley-oop. Oh, what a pass to Keshad Johnson. Great read that time as well.
You had Kevin O'Neal followed him. His took a team to the tournament. Then Russ Fennell took a team to the Sweet 16. Obviously, Sean Miller's success and now Tommy Lloyd's success. But it was all built on Luda attacking the paint. They went to their spread offense, first cut, second cut. They got Kusnard at the block and was able to get an old-fashioned and one.
It wasn't the greatest alley-oop pass. Good catch by Johnson. Was
5 spot for them right now. So they're playing small ball. They're having Keshad at the 5. That is something that is to watch how they play with him at the 5, because if they're playing...
And obviously he's played in some big games. Played in the Final Four last year with San Diego State. Here he is running the floor and getting the basket. Love with a great dish down court.
Look, I still see...
And Oregon for that.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Oregon, you saw Colorado on the outside looking in.
Johnson drills a 3. 97 points.
Got there, obviously been incredibly successful. He's working on that record for most wins ever in his first, second, and third year. And there's a long rebound to Gaffney, though, on that shot. All 5 ASU players back. That is the key for ASU, transition defense.
And there's a beautiful setup. Not to Bowell, but to Johnson.
Yeah, that pick and roll.
Pocket.
That's right.
Oswald.
Yeah, Frankie as good as anybody, as we know, in this league at stealing, in the country at stealing.
Boy, quick outlet by Phillips. Well,
game, that's where they can come back. They've been really good at it.
now that's been a tremendous story. So is Bowell, of course. Well, shooting, which he hasn't been good there. He got one on the move.
Yeah, off the dribble and a lot closer. Yeah. Well, you called it, Ted. If ASU could...
And there's why Tommy Lloyd praised him as he did.
Yes.
Now the 3.
Well, I think that's what it...
Well, nice reach in by Bradley again.
Lob.
There it is, the finish to Johnson.
Well, great recognition because Bradley was ahead.
But instead, Arizona comes out of the pile with it.
Very important. You sprint back and transition, find the man quickly. They want to score fast and furious.
Keshad says something to somebody on the Washington.
At times this year.
Wood way downtown, no good. And by the way, for those of you that want to see the conclusion of the Houston-Baylor game, go to CBSSports.com and the CBS Sports app. But you may want to...
A lot of energy exhausted there.
It was a remarkable game, too, because they were up by 25.
Did you watch that whole game?
I did. Johnson cans it inside the line. That's the part of his game. He's double figures in 4 of his last 5. He has 6 so far today. Bradley in the paint, kicks it out. Johnson for 3. No good. And here's
Arizona here in this building. Not if it gets into the 80s and 90s.
Well, they're 33-1 under Tommy Lloyd when they scored 90 points or more. Johnson's 3 off the mark. Balo has it blocked away. They're going to call goaltending.
Yeah, Washington definitely have to put some pressure on him. See if Arizona turn the basketball over.
Johnson hammers it home.
There's Kamani Winsu with the easy 2. And Washington State now up by 3. Johnson trying to answer off the mark.
No best.
There's Johnson, tough turnaround. Krivas almost tips it in.
Put his body into players, and he's able to finish by almost hitting them and going a little bit backwards.
Johnson hits the short baseline jumper.
People, really impressive.
Ballo goes straight up.
It's going up.
Impacts the shot. Keshad Johnson dropping the hammer.
I thought Love
kind of flipped the switch after that loss to Oregon State on January 25th. 5 straight double-doubles. Jones does a nice job defensively blocking Johnson.
He was really effective, but just got his shot blocked. And now blocks that shot.
Johnson got a piece of it. Now he gets to throw it down. You get the block, and then you get the flush. That's how you want to fit it.
They're going to have to look to their guys. Isaac Jones, Miles Rice, when he comes back in the game, out right now.
Keshad Johnson with a three-pointer in and out.
Arizona, in terms of tempo, is 15 in the country. Washington State, 310 in the country.
Too strong for Johnson. Yeah, in terms of fast break points. Johnson looking inside. He drives baseline, pushes off just a little bit and hits.
They get after it on this end of the floor. It's really their calling card. Bobby Hurley's calling card.
Shot clock at 6. Keshad Johnson for 3. Been shooting a lot better from distance than he has in the past.
Arizona and Frankie were actually looking for the lob. It's why they really helped off that, and he was able to score there.
The hoop and the hard. Keshad Johnson so athletic, taking it, putting his shoulder down is Neal. Up for Johnson, and the reverse dunk off the pass from Larson. You know, a no-look block by Johnson. Off the backboard, here come the Wildcats.
You mentioned the vert.
Oh. He gets the block, and then he gets the bucket. On the receiving end, he now has 15 to go along with those 11 rebounds. There's Johnson with the strong take. See, that was a heads-up play by Ballo to tip it to Larson. Arizona State shooting just 35% from the floor. Meanwhile, Arizona shooting 60%.
Wildcats retain possession.
And the ball. He's going to say who?
He's going to say the Mike Haynes of ASU basketball.
Keshad. Wow. That ball was on a rope, and the fact that he held it, it's a pick your poison type team, right? It can be Pella Larson. It can be Love. It can be Keshad Johnson from Love. But there's a number of guys.
Consideration a little bit more from them having to win out in Las Vegas at the WCC tournament.
Johnson, pull-up jumper, no good. And rebound by Hadley. Colorado has gone more. That is 9 rebounds for Ballo to go with 8 points. Boswell collides with the Silva, already playing with a bad shoulder. Keshad Johnson on the board. His first points, and the lead is. And I don't know that Tommy Lloyd will win Coach of the Year in the Pac-12, as Boswell's 3 is in and out. But he's done a tremendous job making the pieces fit, because again we've
letting you have your thought and your moment in clear space.
I'm just automatically in defense mode.
Look at the ball movement.
Keshad Johnson with the stuff. 97 points. They put up 97 against Colorado.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable guy to watch.
Inside to Keshad Johnson, and the game's first points.
Well, and that's what they did, Roxy. They went inside. Arizona did 11 rebounds, 9 assists, but he also had 7 turnovers. And their 5-point win against Colorado here last Saturday is a 3 missed by Keshad Johnson. And it's cleared by Gabe Batson, and here comes.
He's talked about that. You know, hey, look, this is the time you step up.
And a steal for the Cats. Johnson in transition. The reverse lay-in off the feed from Pella Larson.
Now that's what everyone in the.
Here he is turning the corner. In the lane, Keshad Johnson on the offensive glass, missed the putback, rips it back down, and he puts it off the window and in.
Well, that's again what Arizona did. It'll be interesting to see the chess match as these guys keep going at it tonight.
Keshad Johnson. And Brandon Carlson pulls down the rebound for Utah. Utes. Again to 1-3-1 from Utah. Keshad Johnson in the key. And he has 9 to lead all scorers in the game.
Tournament run this year, which everybody's talked about. It's going to be their defense.
Keshad Johnson. And it falls off. The rebound tip free. Grabbed by Bradley. And he'll get to the line. U of A shot 50% from the floor in the first half. It's Pelle Larsson, who was dinged up in the first half, coming back here in the second half. As Umar Ballo on the third chance for the Wildcats tips it in.
Smith clapping the bench. You can feel it.
Keshad Johnson a three.
And he gives him the shush. Legs feed the wolf. Trivia question, what movie was that from? I know Miracle. You know. There you go.
Keshad Johnson, the miss from the corner, the rebound. Jake Wallin for Utah.
The defensive lineup up where they bring Bradley and they bring KJ Lewis in, and then they have 3 really good offensive players.
Bodies going crashing in Utah with the rebound. Keshad Johnson. And the rebound, Gabe Maxson for Utah.
Yeah, pretty good look. Arizona heads well did. Caleb Love was yelling at him to get it over.
Inside to Johnson. Keshad Johnson missing. Got his own miss. Strip foul. Jaden Bradley. Keshad Johnson gets the roll. Arizona strikes first and then third overtime.
So much size. Often
at home than the Arizona Wildcats.
Reno already with 1 foul. Ballo tries to go up and over. Johnson can't get the putback. Andrew will bring it down.
And here they're switching again on Reno. Reno on Boswell. Where's Ballo? Ballo's on Keeler down there, and they couldn't get it to him, Jordan.
Johnson able to handle it. Kicks it. Larsson to Johnson. Skies for it. Johnson poked away by Jones. No good at the cup, so a couple of easy opportunities.
And 2 is that Ballo ain't going out there.
That's the problem, right? If he doesn't go out, Amac can shoot. He's 37% on the year from 3.
Nice back tap there. That was well done by Ballo. And if you and Tommy said, look, I got to worry about this weekend, not next year.
He lives in the present about as well as any coach I know. And I'll tell you right now, presently, this kid, Keshad Johnson, shooting.
Johnson now lets that go over to, man, he's feeling it. You know what, I get the set.
Oh, that's where you start at, right?
A good set play there out of the timeout for Cal to get Jalen Cone a look.
And he'll look at it. He'll shoot it. This is kind of a heat check right there for Keshad.
Do you think? I'm more in the second half, but that's going to be a February team for me to watch. Washington State.
It is. I think they get back here February 22nd. It's going to be a huge one in McKinney.
Well, here, where they won last year, where they won, that's right. About as well as they could play in the first half.
Yeah, they had lost that game to FAU before, as we've noted already, how good they are. Look at Keshad. It is offensively right now is get hot.
Oh, good job there, Amac. Mo Crevis is in the game, by the way, for Arizona, and then Keshad Johnson picks one up loose in the lane. Can't touch that.
No,
and again, my friend Stanley.
That's right. Keshad going to the bag right there for everything. Ooh, running hook shot.
Ballo with just 1 foul in the first half. Ooh, Keshad Johnson with 10 points, trying to add right away. That's 9 shots. Player in any foul difficulty.
Not only is Keshad shooting it, Ted, he's out here now handling it.
Yeah, there, and maybe a piece of it. Nice. Boy, that's great passing. Larsson to Love to Johnson.
Well, in the Larsson back door.
I love this. I want to go back to college.
Have we got a treat for you today?
This is a monster waiting to explode.
Johnson off the screen looking for Bono. Instead, Johnson, a wing three, and he hit it.
Good pick and roll play.
Now, it's not like when he started. Boswell on the step back through. Johnson gets the offensive rebound. Can't get the stick back. Delstead pushes.
What's up with that left-hand dribble fadeaway J, but it's Arizona has no answer for it.
Johnson left open for three. That's his second.
That same mistake twice.
27 points for Love. That was his fourth triple. Johnson hunts a three. Just grazes his front iron. Loose ball. Delstead. Love kicks out to Johnson. Has a wide open three. It has been a game of so many
years ago. Toronto initially before moving out to British Columbia where they live in the Fraser River Valley.
Backdoor for Keshad Johnson who lays it in for the Cats.
Excellent refereeing crew tonight. Send it back, Tyler. Get on the loose balls, guards, please.
Arizona keeps it alive. Keshad Johnson to miss. And the rebound, Dexter Acano for the Beavs.
Keshad's outside jumper is not
Caleb
struggle.
for Arizona.
Yeah, Troll Mario is now in 7-2.
And Keshad Johnson in one as he got the flyby from Shoal Marial late it in.
The confluence of the Snake and the Columbia.
Entry pass.
Beautiful.
And the shot blocked by Michael Ritato. Johnson and flies down the lane. Missed the dunk. And it pops out of bounds in the corner.
J.R.P. Murphy has done here. Oh my goodness. She's only in her second year.
Johnson tried to ram it home, but it's run down by Jaden Bradley.
The Wildcats have missed more slams after World War II. It was either before or after, one of the two. Push the ball. You got a chance.
Keshad Johnson from nearly banked it in.
What was the guy's name who made it?
Leo Kaplan.
The battles in this arena.
Keshad Johnson misses the runner. Pella Larson
get a rebound
back. And then
to take control of this game. The little things, the attention to detail, great post feed by Larson.
And Keshad Johnson inside.
When you talk to the less fortunate, there's the play right there.
At the foul line, squaring up is Keshad Johnson for Arizona.
That's what team always the explanation of a team that's not winning on the court. Beautiful shot.
And the roll for Keshad Johnson.
Defense.
And the rebound, P.J. Lewis for the Cats.
He's good.
Ahead for Johnson. And the lane, Keshad Johnson in transition.
Incredible pass by K.J. Lewis from the opening tap. Beautiful.
Keshad Johnson at the rim.
Pella Larson, just gorgeous basketball. You got to move.
Larson gives it up. Keshad Johnson goes right at Bona, muscles it up and gets shut down.
Good job by Bona not coming down with his arms. He got an early foul.
Nick Cronin takes him out. Johnson, yes.
Well, he's been strongly opportunistic at the offensive end. That was maybe an ill-advised shot, comparatively speaking to how they've played all season long.
Pick and roll for Keshad Johnson.
Double team on Adem Bona underneath from the passer.
Johnson from the wing. Barely draws iron. Number 2 scoring team in America.
Standing, dribbling off the wing and getting 2 feet in the paint. A little soft touch.
Johnson can't hit the three. Way up in the air. Keeping it alive on the offensive glass was Kate.
Not sure if that pass was intended for Boswell, but it got to him. Here's Johnson falling away. Tough shot, but it goes. And it's 11-4 Arizona.
Boy, what an adjustment.
Jay, going back to Bronny James, if he just has time to develop, it'd be interesting to see what's there. But, you know, just watching him this year, and he easily gets sped up. We saw that started 7 of 9 from the floor. The Wildcats have missed 10 in a row from the field. They don't have a field goal in the last 7 minutes. Johnson ends that. A three from Keshad Johnson. Beautiful pass.
Rivas knocked it away, and that's when you got to hold off your defender. His post stronger.
Johnson, jump hook, no. And SC ball. That was just the second miss for James. He does have 9 points. Almost a turnover again by Arizona. Keshad Johnson tough in the lane, gets the bounce.
Johnson has a really nice touch at 20 points.
Arizona, 4 minutes in. Pella Larson, nice pass. Boswell checking in. Missed the shot. Good defense by SC. Another offensive rebound, though, for Arizona. They're dominating the glass. Rivas trying to take it away.
From the weak side.
Bad defense, USC. Love floater, no. Batted out by Follow. And Johnson wide open. No good. Another offensive rebound. Larson puts it in. Road NFL playoff game for Mahomes. Keshad Johnson gets the rebound but missed the stick back. Battling hard for it. And then I'm going to say USC touched it last.
Chinyelu battling with Johnson. Rubin and Johnson get tied up. A little extracurricular. And possession arrow goes to the Cougars.
Well, Chinyelu's just choice but to shoot that one left wide open.
Yeah, 35.9 for Johnson from behind the 3-line. Yakomowski lost it on the way up, but went right to Chinyelu. Be really well prepared, loose, and inspired to play well.
You're right. For a big game, they didn't look tight at all. You know, but Jones is a stud, Greg. And they still have Pella Larson on him. And I'm telling you, I don't think a good look.
Wow. Boswell. And this foul is going to be on Miles Rice, who's slow to get up for the Cougars.
Yeah, you've had a couple of football references early.
Yeah, certainly off of Pella Larson.
I can see why they're upset. You better not show him the replay.
He is strong-willed.
Yes, he is.
And courageous when he goes to the rim. 10 on the shot clock. Cougars a little out of sync here.
Flexes to the
explosive finish.
Yeah.
Extends the lead back to 5. And Love fouled by Jay.
Well, they go a little smaller when Lovren goes out with Keda. But let me tell you something. This guy is an absolute force. If he can stay out of foul trouble, Keda may be the most athletic player.
Come for details and by Las Vegas, the greatest arena on earth. Why don't we take a hop on that road to Las Vegas as we take a peek at the
Ago in the NCAA tournament, had one of the best games of his career as they took the 1-seed Wildcats to overtime, but Arizona prevailed. Nice move on the baseline. Keshad Johnson, the 4-year player at San Diego. Jay Simpson, the Pac-12's leading scorer, 21 points per game.
And just a magnificent player.
Johnson with the spin and hit. That's 2 baskets already for Keshad Johnson.
Keshad Johnson.
Position.
How many times have you seen Cody Williams play?
On television, a bunch.
No. I mean in person.
Well, we haven't done a Colorado game yet.
Okay. Well, he's doing one right now, and he's not playing.
Well, I know. So you're saying.
Well, you loved under pressure.
Pretty good football analysis, by the way. Got to get Mel Kiper on the phone. Keshad Johnson drops it in as he's falling down, and the lead back to third.
George Bynum's headband.
Yes,
not
exactly.
Not on purpose. He's got to figure that out.
And there's the dive. And Keshad Johnson.
Even though Key Johnson's
Oswald back in the game.
Brandon Angel's done a great job against Keshad Johnson so far. Keshad Johnson is so basically irrelevant cannon fodder. Oh, you can't go for that pump fake. Michael Jones, you're too smart of a guy.
Boy, another open look. Johnson just rimmed one out. This one he knocks.
You name it. Beautiful ball movement. Keshad Johnson.
And Boswell's long rebound. That's Arizona running it down first.
The rebounds are not going Stanford's way. The NBA, Zaire Williams with Memphis, and now that John Morant is, whoa, throw it down. Now that is,
well, that's, and look,
that's a man right there.
So Keshad,
pass the ball, please.
There you go, and that's
to somebody on your team.
Wow, great bounce pass, and Arizona missing twice point blank, but there's Ballo to finish. What a bounce!
Defense to offense for Arizona.
You mentioned the national championship game appearance at San Diego State.
He can do it. I think last year you could have left him at the foul line and it wouldn't have been a problem.
Caleb Love with his first bucket of the game.
It's amazing to watch. Arizona.
Love has been all over him.
I'll give Arizona some credit. Their defense is engaged and up and into it.
I wonder, coming off the long Christmas break, haven't played in almost a week.
Outside. Ballo now shoots that shot.
There's Tyson, and he misses the layup. Wow.
Too open. It's the most open he's been all night.
Bradley. And Ballo has it batted away by Askew. And it'll stay with Arizona with 20 on the shot clock. And then just the trip to Wazoo. They don't go to Washington this year, Arizona. And then the LA's at home. Almost saved by Lewis, but not. Eyeballs on that. Can the Trojans, Don, you think, put it together?
All I can say is they have the talent to be really, really good. And for whatever reason, they're not playing to that level.
Boy, challenge passing lanes early on both ways. And look out below, Keshad Johnson. What does Arizona have in response now? Johnson, too short. Rebound tipped to the Owls.
Right now, nobody's really confident. People are trying to force passes and force drives.
Look at that double clutch from Lewis to start the possession, and there is a three that finally goes down for Johnson. Involved they are. Bradley starts the move. Johnson again. No this time. And the rebound secured by Golden.
He got hit right. Packed his releases. Yeah. It's so quick. He almost has it ready in the shot pocket just in case he's got to squeeze it off.
It almost looked like a set shot.
Yeah. He barely jumped, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Seeking Pelle Larsson. He's getting cooked out here.
That is rare.
Rare. Very rare.
Inside. And Johnson may take matters into his own hands.
Vamos a ver qué tanto puede generar este hombre que es, perdón el término, pero es un monstruo abajo de la tabla o del acrílico actualmente. Y bueno, pues
velocidad con Sears, se anima desde la larga distancia, estaba buscando el triple Sam Walters. Este alero de vocación totalmente ofensiva, y parece que te escucharon, Rigo. Los primeros puntos se pareció una oportunidad brillante para Larsson. Son de las acciones donde un jugador, un francotirador del nivel de Larsson, normalmente convierte. Atención con esta. La asistencia es para Boswell. Demasiado espacio en la defensa de zona. Vamos a ver si viene a continuación que pueden recuperar estos puntos. El mejor momento de esta segunda parte le corresponde al Crimson Tide, haciendo un gran trabajo defensivo. Ha sido brutal lo de este joven jugador. Bueno, ya es un jugador de cuarto año universitario, pero otro partido redondo para su causa.
Players in all the country. It's like he's just going to shake it off and play through it.
Coming off a career-high 21-point game. Oh, Edey meets Johnson, and the follow from Bolo.
That's going to be a D with your jumper. He was 0 for 5 in Toronto against Alabama. Nothing better than getting an easy one, and that's what Fletcher Lawyer did there.
Johnson from downtown.
Trey Kaufman-Ahren just totally sagging. Purdue.
Larson appears to be okay after taking the spill in the opening minutes. Boswell, cross it, corner three. Johnson can't miss.
Oh, you see it. Mason Gillis closing out short. What a fill all the way to the rim.
Johnson, entry, Bolo. Right back to Johnson for the uncontested jam.
Yeah, that's just not good enough from Fletcher Lawyer and Braden Smith. That post double.
Great play by Larson. Boswell, Johnson on the attack.
Get your track shoes out. This is...
And it. Get it inside for Johnson. Have a quick start to this game. Backing down on first. Fades away. Misses everything.
Good defense by Caleb First. He was right there and got a greedy doing it with that offhand.
Slowly but surely, Edey up to 6. Boswell on the attack. Great feed inside, and Johnson goes airborne again.
There's that change of pace once again. Boswell coming off the swell.
Larson swoops through, kick out, Johnson. The ball fake, the drive, long strides, can't bank it home. Bolo is fouled. Edey's going to pick it up.
He shot Fletcher Lawyer in attack mode from the second he caught that.
Larson, pocket pass. Johnson attacking Edey. Great defense.
How about the verticality, though? I mean, that's a big-time act. These guys have come in here and just had massive impacts. What Arizona has done this season.
And there is Johnson attacking Edey. Converts and the foul. Basketball. 6 to shoot.
A little sloppy here.
And there's a turnover. Johnson ahead of the pack. Oh, it's showtime. Keshad Johnson.
It was almost like a Hail Mary floater. That might have touched the top of the backboard.
Johnson on the attack. Oh, he tried to yam it again and somehow forced it through.
How athletic is Keshad Johnson? I love when
Boswell off the screen, fires the three. Can't hit. Rebound Johnson, forced it up and in. Back to a 6-point game. Arizona will take the timeout with 29.
Protection. Their help defense is excellent.
Keshad Johnson driving, missed the shot, and rebounded by Tyler Wall.
Wow. Going back to when Bo Ryan was the head coach, they want one-on-one in the post because they think it's the most difficult thing to guard in basketball, and they'll post their guards down there. Arizona chasing Wisconsin over the top of screens. They are not going under.
Johnson attacking the rim again and scoring.
This game is going to be about the paint. This is a fifth-year player, really skilled and really smart.
95th career start for Tyler Wall. Johnson's three is short, and Wall gets the defensive rebound. 5 straight points by Wisconsin.
Terrific pass, and what a finish by Omar Ballon.
Arizona shooting 63% from the floor. Johnson in and out on the three. Ballo tried to bat it out. He was fouled.
This is an outstanding basketball team that is worthy of the #1 ranking, but this margin is a surprise.
And the dunk by Johnson off the missed free throw. Largest lead.
Early 80s, late 70s, whatever it was. Back when he was throwing at the Spider Gaines.
Well, the 97 one is going to be sensational. Look back.
Well, he is a really good player. He's got so much pop out there on the floor, and he's always around the ball.
He's from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. His dad, Glenn, played in Illinois for 4 years.
Arizona quit in that young man. He goes after. He's a gamer.
Rivas tried to get position down low, was poked back out to Johnson, and he swishes home a three. First year here in Tucson. He'll pull up for three in transition, can't hit it, but followed by Johnson. And nice hustle by KJ Lewis, but couldn't save it.
But he's not out there to score. And so to put him with Ballo, who had big numbers last year, Larson can get it going. Boswell, Caleb Love, obviously, he's the perfect fifth guy. Last year, averaging 12 points a game this year, so well ahead of schedule today. And against a team like this where he has a size advantage, I expected them to establish him, and they have. Caleb Love, 10 and consistent every night with your defense.
That keeps it close. It's a 6-point game, the triple. That's Braden Smith.
You can see screen roll game, yeah. The hard part about catching the ball is it's really hard. If you're not good at catching it, it's hard to get better at it. You either have that great hand-eye or you don't. That's ridiculous. And you can't do that unless your defense is better. So it's one thing if you're outrunning everybody, outscoring them, then your margin's probably 20. But 30.
I was able to get into a program that would allow me to get my spot reserved in medical school right away without having to take an MCAT. And then in terms of basketball, like Coach Diaz would take me as an amazing person, an amazing coach. Coach in the pre, like I'm fully committed, whether that's grabbing rebounds, whether like I'm fully shots, playing defense, scoring, finishing, whatever it is, like I want to do that. And I think that's the same mentality from all of our players, and that's what's going to make us great is just...
Boswell slipped a little bit on that logo. Here's Keshad Johnson, tough drive for two.
And toughness is what Johnson brings to the table, of course, being in the national championship.
Hogard lost the handle, and a bad pass picked off by Keshad Johnson with the hammer.
Have to honor that. You got to start making some of those shots.
Sissoko came in for Cooper. There's a three for Johnson. And he's off to an excellent start. He's got 7 of Arizona.
Pressure.
5 on the clock for Boswell. Sissoko with the hard hedge. It's Johnson for a three. Love couldn't squeeze it. Here comes Walker finding Hogard. It's Love with 9. Caleb Love step into the rim. Tough try. Johnson's there for the lead. Boswell through the Johnson screen. Johnson wide open for three. Battle on the weak side is pulled down
for a shooter. He leads this Wildcat team in assists, and that was something when I looked at the numbers I was a little surprised, but he's done a great job. Keshad now from the corner.
That's not aggressive. Gordon picks up the offensive foul. Our Pac-12 crew this afternoon led by Darren White, Randy Richardson, and Gregory Nixon blowing the whistles. Larson held his ground defensively.
UTA, I think, in that game had 22 or 23 offensive boards, so it hasn't really been their offensive boards. It's been just good offense.
Larson the kick out. Johnson or back home in Europe because he can handle things on both ends of the floor.
Well, they had a volleyball game here before Arizona, Oregon, and that was a roof as you do your games,
Excellent
Brian. Here, you do a lot of the...
who made 18 starts last year. So now Arizona in the bonus with opportunity. Game taking down Utah. We'll give you all the details. Crowd now fully engaged as Arizona's in the midst of a 7-0 run.
Well, they've absolutely cranked.
Will be like no other, and the conference that exemplifies champions marks a legacy moment in the city that defines extraordinary. The 2023 Pac-12 Football Championship game, Friday, December 1st. The top 2 teams in the conference leave it all on the field, live at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Secure your seat now. Visit pac-12.com/tickets today.
Arena on Earth.
Businesses across America are struggling. Every day brings more bad news. Forget the headlines. Times might be tough, but good leaders will get us through this.
For the showtime and go time and 24 hours of prime time. Because the game is just the beginning. Las Vegas, the greatest.
No matter the odds.
gentlemen, give it up for
medium rare.
Hi.
Chocolate.
Deep tissue.
Or just buy them already.
You know there's plenty for both of you.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
We get it. There's a talent shortage.
Both of these teams need to put pretty good ball pressure because both of them can really shoot it from the perimeter.
And then an offensive foul again
coming in here to play. And both of these teams, any turnovers, and a bad shot is a turnover, they're going to get out and run.
Larson will let a three fly. Just that one made three. 1 rebound, 2 assists.
I like the way Kevin Johnson came out of that timeout and threw the 1-3-1 wrinkle out there, got a turnover, and the way you
on the horizon for Jed Fish and his young team. And how about some of the other action we have coming up? You've got a big-time matchup in the Pacific Northwest. The Washington Huskies will travel to Corvallis.
They'll be well coached. Both teams are going to be well coached. I like what you said. You called it Oregon statements. I think they're going to put people on notice this week.
No doubt.
Yeah, you know, Penix Jr. Had some missed throws this past week, but, you know, it all for you. Utah, Arizona, Oregon, Arizona State, UCLA, USC, a big weekend of Pac-12 football.
Tremendous effort.
Well, when you do that as a freshman and you start to understand the game and get your confidence, that becomes the easy part. The playing hard at this level and playing with an energy all the time, that's difficult to do. So as a coach, Coach Lloyd
for the shot. First touch, I believe, there for Caleb Love, and he didn't have it long. Keshad Johnson, a transfer from San Diego State, a little bit strong on the jump hook.
Well, he was going against Jeremy Roach off a switch, and Roach made him shoot over the top, stayed in front of him.
And then Roach shooting over the top, but he missed the three. And look at Johnson getting down the court. Gets back his own miss and has it rejected by Mark Mitchell. Caleb Love, he's attempted just one shot so far.
He's got to get something off a ball reversal.
Good look for Johnson in the corner, and he'll bury it.
So he's going to be a big factor.
But they've got a chance to be a pretty good defensive team this year, don't they?
I think they're going to be very good. They're much deeper and they're athletic.
Johnson again. Not this time, and Filipowski down with another rebound. More explosive, more confident in his ability to be explosive. And he was pretty good last year playing with a couple of bad hips. Johnson, no, and Krivas giving Arizona some good. How much fun is the Champions Classic? We'll see Duke again against Michigan State. The Spartans with an early loss would bounce back with a win there, 1-1, and then Kentucky and Kansas. Just one of the great nights on the college basketball calendar.
Young usually so efficient around the basket.
And you're right, they're just not biting on any of the moves or the fakes. Johnson inside, and Arizona's up to a 6-point lead. Krivas draws the double team, finds Johnson.
What a cut. Duke didn't rotate down. They went with the but wasn't called. Just an excellent, strong play by Kyle Filipowski.
He had 25 against Dartmouth. He's got 13 so far here tonight.
When Jared McCain, the reversal led to a wide open three.
Roach really coming into his own as a scorer last year.
Oh.
What a finish by Keshad Johnson right in the chest of Philip.
That opened up the offensive glass.
Johnson with a reverse. Duke ball. Larson baseline. Bounce pass inside. Johnson to tie it.
Proctor just not able to rotate down to take that poo.
Good defense by Filipowski to slow down Ballo. Love inside to Johnson. Yes! And a chance to give them the lead at the line.
By what, up to 4 for their first 6. Ballo, prime real estate, down low, just a little too strong.
Rivas wide open.
Rivas inside. He's known for his soft touch. Pump fake. Can't get the angle. Here comes Johnson. No good. Ball popping around still. Boswell for 3. Got it.
Last year, a great player. You just mentioned the stats at the end of the year. But doesn't he just look more comfortable?
It's effortless as Johnson gets the slam, letting the traffic fly by. Just under 8 minutes left here in the first half.
Could have shot that one, but you can see here, he's trying to get others involved.
Johnson, try a 3 from up top, pops around, Borovic in, the pump fake goes through.
When you figure a guy actually asked that, not many kids are going to ask that.
Another turnover, here comes Lewis, coast to coast, but Johnson will put an end to that as he flushes it home. Reaching in, trying to get it down low, here's Krivas spinning, and that is blocked cleanly, but there is Johnson. Hammers it home.
And he's that guy.
Yeah, make for a terrific season.
Well, last year's women's Final Four there's never been anything like it.
Johnson coast to coast with the lay-in.
Well, we saw that a lot last year in terms of playing a little faster, and his numbers are going to go up.
Larson up top. Johnson can't come down with it. Good idea, though, by Pelle Larsson. Morgan State will race it back down. They finished the season last year. Back-to-back 14-point games and matchups against UCLA and USC as Johnson, nice dime from Borovic, and then able to get the finish.
And got Bona in game-altering foul trouble.
I think the plan is for Ballo. Whoa.
Yeah. Look at that. Dante. All right, immediately things stop. Dana Altman right out.
39 in Tucson. The game really wasn't close, but he did have 39. Could he put another 39 up tonight?
Pelle Larsson for Arizona.
Sooner rather than later, which is great news, of course, for the Ducks.
All right, not a good sign, a great sign.
That is, Elise. All right, there's Ballo with the lay-in. Clay Jamison, who's had an awfully busy year as the Oregon trainer. They're working with Lewis Sock. Lewis Reddick creates the steal. Larson.
Huge 3.
And that's 7 straight for Arizona.
That game, and Boogie Ellis took it away from Kylan Boswell, but then Arizona comes away with it. Caleb Love steps into a 3.
Well, that's the aspect offensively that he's going to have to continue to improve at the next level, assuming that this is it for him in college.
Oh, Ballo with the double clutch jam. In conference games, they lead the Pac-12 in field goal percentage defense. Nice down low pass. The high-low from Johnson to Ballo. Another Ballo slam.
He's good right now, whether it's a UConn, whether it's Houston and the performance they put on today.
Ballo with the slam, ending a 9-0 USC run.
You have to show up every single game. The way they're switching, staying in front, not allowing those driving lanes for Arizona.
Finally, Larson able to get to the cup, lays it in, and a foul, a chance at a 3-point play.
And you look back up, that lead has expanded right back out.
Keshad Johnson has 9 of Arizona's last 11 points. Larson for the answer. Got it! A 3. And a timeout by Tommy Lloyd is the...
Entry pass, Ballo catching it deep and scoring against Adembona.
And for Ballo, if he gets that deep, it's going to...
The defender Slim hits a 3 and now forcing a turnover. Here's Johnson running the break. Ahead to Larson. Got the layup. And the lead is 25 again. Tucson, walk-on, who is acknowledged on senior day and got the start. He's also getting some minutes here late. As Larson drills a 3. 21 now, 2 points away.
Movement already. There's Perez out on a defensive switch. That's a big part of Arizona State's game. A lot of switching. And finally, the deep 3. Boom! Caleb Love.
Wow. Got the green light. You look at this lineup right now, Arizona's going to go back to Ballo. They are so small, ASU.
Yes.
He's just got a free-for-all down in the lane. Gaffney just can't guard him down there.
No resistance.
Yep. Body language of look at them flying around right now like we haven't seen all game.
Johnson, Larson, and there's the first points of the second half for Arizona.
Good composure half, and that's what ASU does really well.
And here's the press.
That's the part where I think.
And there you go. Yep. Goaltending didn't matter. Basket anyway. But there's your point. It's an age-old basket handling now with Boswell still down, under 6 to go.
Love.
Hasn't been heard from in a little while. He just took care of that. 11 points.
Punch of Wheeler and Brooks. He comes off. He's so savvy with the basketball. And falling back in that zone.
And Ballo has the ball blocked into the cylinder. Umar Ballo, one of the other officials. Jason Garrettson is the third. Here comes Johnson off the steal. Johnson bounce pass to Love and an elegant reverse. It's 13-5.
Athletic plays. The action here is incredible. Non-stop. Back and forth. To Ballo inside for the easy 2. Keshad ended up on the front row. Like to see him do more of that. Just be more aggressive, attack any way possible. Nice passing by the big guys down low. Larson to Johnson.
Larson to Silva with his second basket. That's deep post position, too deep. And Krivas, really talented offensive player. He did not score against Utah, but in talking because again, we've seen it with USC, and Andy Enfield's done a great job there over the years. It hasn't happened this year as Love exclamation point jam. But Tommy Lloyd and his staff have done a tremendous
from the inside, so he could just shoot over him at 17 feet.
Pella Larson gets the flyby. And off the window, and a strong take by Larson.
And smart not to settle. Error for Stanford in the first 5 minutes of this one have all been clanking off the rim the last 5 minutes.
Lewis the drive, then the finish goes chest to chest with Reno.
And it does sound a little bit like coach speak, but there's some truth to it. You know, people ask, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? Well, that helps. We just need to play better. Right. Ultimately, yeah, we need to play better. In 4 years, I mean, very good career at San Diego State.
Yeah, they didn't score a lot, and he wasn't one of the top options.
Wow.
And again, we see Ballo. Ballo is so strong inside. And
Johnson driving, gives it up. Boswell underneath. He scoops it through. He's in double figures.
Oh, nice pass. Back up on him. The Beavers are going to try to control the tempo of this game. But you can see that Tommy Lloyd living up to his philosophy, dominate the paint, get the big injury, foot injury. He's got a spine and a shoulder injury. Beautiful post-entry pass. Now that's how you play basketball.
Keshad Johnson.
Well, the first one by Boswell, who looked.
Krivas caught under the backboard, muscles it up, and it.
Now, Krivas did a great job working early, and what that means is
Kylan Boswell back in as Caleb Love takes a seat. Ella Larson also back to the bench. And there is the hang from the rim for the freshman, KJ Lewis. Nick Cronin was able to sit him down and not lose a double-digit lead. Lewis for 3. That lead's no longer double digits. KJ Aaron Page checking in. Caleb Love missed the 3. Long rebound tracked down by Johnson. Now Boswell will fire. We talked about the home road splits. He was 0 for 5 in the.
He also said he liked Bronny James and how aggressive and assertive he was in that first half. And he's looking for more of that going forward.
Caleb Love taking it to the cup. Basket and a foul on Rodman. So
what easy laying.
And Umar doesn't miss many.
I like the focus Tommy Lloyd going to his big man, getting them involved here early.
Clough. A lot of contact.
Yeah, that
right jump hook.
That was one fake. Getting the defender off his feet. He's a veteran player. A nice pass by Caleb Love.
And both coaches getting to the bench here. Ruben Chinyelu picks up that personal foul for the Cougars. Fouled by Jalen Wells.
There's just a good, hard, aggressive trap on Isaac Jones right here, but he's able to get rid of it.
Wonderful players in the game. Just a freshman getting started here. Two wonderful freshmen for
Look
Jerry.
at the position. Stanford with Brandon Angel right now. Reno is out, so they got Angel on.
Stanford has been the better team. Arizona's got 2 losses. Purdue and FAU.
Look at the position Ballo had.
And the only good thing about that, those final announcements.
Old school, Marcus.
No, he's new school.
He goes back. His handle's old school.
Boswell drains a 3. So
best
Arizona
offensive
has the
They're coming to 5 minutes to go. It is a 17-point lead.
And the only guy who's really playing, nice drive here.
And he's one of 7 now shooting, the leading scorer for the Bears.
The kick out by Johnson got his feet down quickly. The hard closeout by Newell off to a good start in a couple looks that they just really didn't have in the first half. That 3 from Celestine, and then the drive for Tyson got the N1.
And ASU coming in on
this may be their last chance for 100.
You think so?
Yep.
Morawska
triple.
He's going to try and use his footwork, agility.
They'll feed Ballo quickly to the spin off the window. When he caught the ball, that ignited.
Esos números, Rigo, no solamente es el mejor en promedio de puntos, 48% en la larga distancia. Es una locura lo de Sears este año.
Bonitos de larga distancia y termina fallando el tiro y además que uno de sus compañeros dé una falta.
Johnson, al final la clavada, la termina convirtiendo Ballo. 3 puntos. Aquí está Larson. Veremos qué tipo de ajuste hace Arizona por conducto de Boswell. Ahora con los pases rápidos y le funcionan los Wildcats. Esto vino desde la banca, Rigo.
That up to defend the paint. Keshad Johnson making him pay. Ballo on the swipe. Here comes Johnson the other way. No real numbers. Love doesn't care. It's Love from above. Big time flush.
I said Johnson. He is trying to get to that right hand every time. You've got to shield that away. Easier said than done middle of the floor, but a nice move from Kaufman Wren.
Caleb Love, silky smooth. He can get.
Keshad Johnson in the lane. No look pass. Batted right back to him. Shot clock at 8. Hoisting it, and hitting is Boswell.
Just got really good footwork. Talk about a guy that does everything. The only thing he doesn't really do is shoot from the perimeter.
Ballo inside gets the basket. Good look that time.
And a great job by Uma cutting that Wisconsin is trying to do.
And one and done for Wisconsin after the miss by Klesmit. Arizona ball with a 5-point lead. Love drills a 3, and the lead is 8 now. Timeout, Wisconsin.
Team in 1997, he played for Clint Haskins. It was a really tough player.
3 threes now for Nolan. Ballo got 3 underneath. Winner thought that he was pushed by Ballo. Did not get the call.
They're so used to winning, so I don't think they're going to be as intimidated as a lot of mid-major teams that come in here are. There's a high-low.
And it worked out beautifully. Ballo with the bucket.
You know what? That may be something that
pretty much how Tom Izzo drew up that pick.
Exactly. That's a no. Yes, nice job. Good job. Great feed over the top. That was Johnson, the Ballo for the easy deuce.
I'd say it's second time or third time.
Charge of that, but put them on it tonight. Well, they got Pac-12 Network, so you just were able to deliver the message. I mean, first shot attempted by Keith Douglas for UTA.
Look at this.
On cue. On 1 foot. On cue. Contact.
Got hit in the face here pretty hard, looks like. Yep. Got hit pretty good there.
Shoot. Arizona's got to get more weak side cuts. There's the high-low with the pressure. It takes it away.
So Larson launches a 3 and buries it.
He is a player.
because of their personnel, individually and collectively.
Love is blocked by Kusnard right to Keshad Johnson. And that's going to go out of bounds and stay with Arizona. Only 3 to shoot.
He got hurt. He scored the first bucket of the game, and I was getting ready to say, are they going to single coverage Dante the whole night? I think they were going to try and single, and then if they needed help, they'd bring it. Ballo did a good job there. Start calling you a liar.
Grigsby. And Oregon. I feel like each game we've called this week, Don, we've said this about one of the teams. They just can't make that shot. Good. Dante out for the screen. Previs is in the game, by the way, and Kusnard scoop.
You got to go.
And Caleb Love's going. Tried to deep the defense by...
Collier, 68% from the line. First free throw attempt for the Trojans today, missed. And now
locked it on the way up, right when he had it at his waist.
Here's Boogie. Stepping into a 3, and Keshad Johnson the rebound for Arizona. Pelle Larsson. DJ Rodman down the lane. And the rebound batted around, and Keshad Johnson chucks it.
Quad 1 games versus Tennessee that's 7-6. Now Arizona does have 3 quad 2 losses. Tennessee only has 1 quad 2, and Arizona also has a quad 3 loss. You might factor that in.
Ballo. Rodman took part in senior night. Washington State transfer. Keshad Johnson hangs, misses. Good D by USC. We call it jump ball. Now the possession era it goes. Harrison Hornery checking in, junior from Australia. Iwachukwu on the baseline. James kept it alive, but controlled by Keshad Johnson. Johnson the other night.
College athletics, as it's been fragmented off into other conferences that are clearly not based in the West region of the United States. And do we lose the identity and a little bit of the reads that have lasted for so long? The fact that UCLA and Arizona will not be in the same basketball conference, I can't even wrap my head around it.
Johnson missing inside ball. They're used to seeing Bill, who they just ignore. That's because he rips him all the time. Stefanovic missing, rebound Keshad Johnson.
Here's guard play. Yes, there have been some big men. You've had 8, and you've had different guys come through here. But when Arizona has great guard play, which they do this year, led by Caleb Love, in my opinion, that's when they're more likely to have a great tournament.
Here for the Bruins. They've lost 4 in a row after a 6-game win streak. Bona missing inside. Johnson rebounds.
When you talked about Bona's activity, he's already been hitting the deck twice.
Yep, they get it to him again. He turns on Ballo. Ballo trying to knock him off his spot. Bona misses. Rebound Johnson. 3% shooting, and a lot of their offense has been dump it down to Bona and hope that he scores. He missed the shot here, and again, no offensive rebound. Johnson in transition. Lead is 9, 4.5 remaining. Nice move by Dylan Andrews on the baseline. Couldn't get the shot, and Johnson rebounds.
Year, and he's probably going to add to accolades this year.
Stefanovic, 3 no good. Rebound Johnson. Final scheduled meeting ever between Arizona and UCLA. One of their power, that's the question with the Bruins. Going to struggle offensively this year. Williams from mid-range, no. And not many offensive rebound opportunities. Bruins had 4 in the first. Andrews leaning in, tough shot, no. And Keshad Johnson has controlled the defensive glass for Arizona.
We only care about the tournament title. If we lose the tournament title, we really care about the regular season. So as long as we win 1, we're fine.
The question is, with Washington State Nuba on the floor for UCLA, Stefanovic, he's got 14 points here in the second half, missed the shot. Keshad Johnson has just dominated the glass. Gets another rebound. That's his 11th board.
Comes up short. 1 and done for Oregon. Johnson, great catch in traffic after the pass down court. Johnson missed the first time, and the tip is good. 7 straight points for Arizona.
Miss, but with everything falling for Boswell, you expected it to go down. Shellstad, no on the long 2. Keshad Johnson has it. Arizona by 20. Johnson sees a running lane, and he's bumped Arizona was 3 of 8 from the line and still leads by 21. Think about this for a second, too, Josh. Dana Altman, one of the best coaches in the country. He's won 750 games. It's only happened 5 times in his 4.
Look, when you had Kevin O'Neill followed him, his took a team to the tournament. Then Russ Pennell took a team to the Sweet 16. Obviously, Sean Miller's success and now Tommy Lloyd's success. But it was all
the lead. Yeah.
Perez with the late shot miss. So, Sun Devils, there you go. That shot's been there so far for Gaffney. He's only made 1 out of 5. And I think all 5 have been the identical place.
Yeah. Identity thing for the entire team, right? Pretty good defense there.
That's terrific by Johnson. And there's White.
Mulcahy off the screen, covered by Johnson. Mulcahy left side of the lane, gets it off, but it's partially blocked. Here comes Johnson to Larson. Larson hesitates, leaves it for 22.
Yeah, tough for him, but he likes to get in that lane and make things happen for his teammates.
And Wood with an air ball. They're 1 for their last 10 now, Chris.
Yeah, I just think they're taking the degree of the Hopkins is in Syracuse influence. I know a little bit about this zone. We played against Syracuse and Mike Hopkins many a times.
Yes. And Johnson is what? To jump ball and the possession. Boswell left wide open, can't convert. Johnson with the rebound. He's fouled on the floor. That'll be the 17th foul.
That's this one. There's another three-pointer for Love, no good. Johnson with the rebound down low, and he is fouled to be going to the line to shoot 2. Here's Boswell. Short
Another
tip
one.
back out. Same thing as last time. Larson gets a hand on it. Kind of flipped the switch after that loss to Oregon State on January 25th. 5 straight double-doubles. Jones does a nice job defensively blocking Johnson.
See if he can get something going with his teammates.
Inside of the big fella, Clough in and out. Johnson saves it as he's falling out of bounds. Nice hustle play there.
Was not even going to play anywhere, but his buddy went to Wenatchee. His buddy said, why don't you come and play? And all the coaches had told him, hey, you've got to be a stretch 4. Well, he's not a stretch 4. He's a post-up player, so he worked.
This is good
by Boswell. Wow. And wide open in the corner. Collins is short.
Well, Boswell took on the challenge. Perez loved it. That's a great matchup.
Right now, the first half was the lowest scoring first half for Oregon this year. Shellstead gets out to score the first points of the second half.
And the rebound batted out by Ballo to Larson, who shovels to Keshad Johnson, who lost the ball going up, and the Trojans come away with it. Boogie Ellis to the basket.
Washington State transfer. Keshad Johnson hangs, misses. Good D by USC. We call it jump ball. Now the possession error, it goes to SC.
Down. I love seeing 2 big men go at it, like you said. Not the traditional big man, and the turnover by Arizona.
That's how his vision is with the goal.
We're pretty far from that here in the desert, too, as Shellstead makes a nice move and scores with 3 seconds left, and then a steal by Evans, blocked, though, by Johnson.
With the late shot miss. And Keshad Johnson, as Ballo went down in the lane. I would think as we come back out of the...
As they say.
Here's Boswell to Johnson. And Ballo has that cut off. Mia's got it. This goes back to Arizona, though. And Arizona watches Johnson get fouled
many times.
Yeah, the zone is what Mike Hopkins is known for because of his days at Syracuse. He changed to man-to-man this year. They force a turnover. Mulcahy for Brooks, and Brooks can't jam it, but he's fouled.
Be quick, but don't hurry. Just going a little bit too fast. This is what Arizona wants. They want another turnover.
Johnson stepped to
3-point range this year.
Yeah, and been on fire early in the year. He's a Division II All-American. He had some good games, not great games. He has been on fire the last month.
In State. Clough, another junior college guy that ended up at Washington State. The steal by Miles Rice and the block coming from Keshad Johnson. Turnover there by Johnson.
Any game that I've seen from Max Reynaud, and I've watched almost every Stanford game, he's been ready to go from the jump.
Another turnover, Jared Bynum able to scoop it up, a little hesitation, dribble, nearly lost.
Look at the strip right there from behind. Wow. Mac's not bad with the ball either. Oh, there's Kennedy. Yeah. Well, that's the specialty. That's we call old passing lane. That's 9 shots he's taken already. Let's check the book on that one. Good rebound. Oh, but Strip, nice job. Wow. Johnson had a strong defensive rebound. He's feeling good about it and tight.
Vertical contest from Keshad. That's an instructional video on how to protect the basket without fouling.
Deflected.
Get a shot. You don't give yourself a chance to get fouled, and you don't give yourself a chance for an offensive rebound. Those are 3 pretty good things.
Good defense that time, Rodman.
It's a bad angle to make a post feed.
Oh, rebound.
And so the NBA postponing that game. Keshad Johnson drives. There's a lot of contact. No whistle. USC ball. Down 7. 2.5 to go.
The conduct's incidental because he
But drawing the layup that time was Page. That's as good as it gets on the 3-quarter court pass there. Johnson, that's not as good of a pass.
Yeah, that should have been just a bounce pass. Would have been an easy layup.
18 points per game in the top 5 in the conference in scoring. He can go for 30-35 in a heartbeat. Turnover by Arizona. I'll let USC hang around.
Kylan Boswell made a really good cut.
A game on the 20th of January. So thanks to Frank for joining us as Bill Walton. The real Bill is back. He actually gets to talk now, and so do I.
I love Frank Kelly.
Simpson, nice 2-man game.
The State Sun Devils the other night. Oh, my goodness.
Brandon Angel with the first basket. Keshad Johnson, Bay Area native, traveling on the spin move with Vern Harris, Darren White, Randy Rich.
Spencer Jones climbing the ladder of brilliance and excellence. Great defense. Maxime Reynaud putting it all on the line. In transition, he's wide open. Get him the ball.
Michael Jones slipped in 22.
Top 10 offense and defense.
Right. This ain't 52-42. It's 52-22. It's been easy for Cal. I'll say this, guy. I've done a lot of games so far this year. That's the most impressive half I've seen by far on both sides, offensively and defensively. And as I said a few minutes ago, see what adjust.
And that's 10 team fouls, so double bonus the rest of the way for the Wildcats. Big night for Keshad Johnson coming in, the Oakland native.
Averaging Davis, one and done yet again for FAU. Arizona has been tremendous on the boards.
There's that deep seal.
Knocked away by Golden. He did it cleanly, no foul.
At that time to get Brandon Weatherspoon to his strong left hand.
Keshad Johnson dipped the shoulder. We have a whistle, and it's going to go the other way to FAU. How many sets does FAU have?
Come off a pick and roll, and you immediately go like an S curve into the lane, and then you make your decision there.
Knocked away by Golden. FAU has not led.
Well, he makes up for that lack of height in the post because he can go either direction, fadeaways included.
It's a whistle and a foul. They're going to get the screen for being illegal.
y apareciendo con el rebote, y luego tiene que ser el hombre también clave para las transiciones, porque son dos equipos totalmente distintos en cuanto a estilo se refiere, y eso ha quedado de manifiesto que dejaron escapar durante los primeros minutos de partido, donde Arizona no se encontraban a un 100% en el juego. Aquí la falta será ofensiva en favor de el equipo de Alabama.
Fíjate que lo que me llama la atención es que el equipo de Alabama, por más que ha dejado ir...
Got up with them, pushed them off the block, and Purdue going to look for those middle post-ups all afternoon.
Lawyer jumps the pass. Lawyer takes it in and puts it through.
Oh, you like
find something else to do. It's worked out. Good choice. Johnson, good pass inside the ball, but better defense coming over was a siege in to knock it away.
Too much of a crowd to try to make that.
The athletic play of the half so far. He's going to have to waste it. A deep three. Here's Larson, accelerates on Walker, tough floater. Johnson's there to try to get the offensive rebound. This is what Arizona has done a lot of this season. Physical play. They help well. Turned over by Walker. Here comes Johnson. And a good job getting back defensively by A.J. Hogard. And he knocked it off of Arizona. It'll be Spartan ball.
Well, I'm going to go back to we talked.
New Mexico was a big thing.
Shot clock issues. Mavs have to recognize, and Johnson with heady play, but the tenacity shown by UT Arlington. They'll get another look at 6. In on Krivas, and he's turned away with the block. Talbot's got to recognize shot clock at 2, hands it off, and it's dropped down as Wilson looks for the foul, doesn't get it. He's
Australia, the prep school, getting the putback 2. And now Southern has a 3-point lead. Larson, backdoor cut, fishes it to Ballo, slapped off his hands, and Southern forces another. And by Las Vegas, the greatest arena on earth. Impressive start by Southern so far. They lead 9-6. They forced 5. Original call was a blocking foul on the floor. And listen, this is a situation where it feels like the officials felt the temperature of this game start to rise, and better to stop it now.
Johnson with a tough catch. Banging with McCain, and McCain takes it away. Proctor, back to McCain.
This team, but look at the touch, the footwork inside. That looked like a 6'7" player.
Johnson, the steal. That's going to be knocked out of bounds on Johnson as he was trying to control it, but already.
That was the first 6 teams to ever beat a 1. But the crazy part about that to me was Virginia then came back. What they do the next year, they won the national championship. So I love what Tommy did and the way he's used it. I think it.
Fumbling, late clock, so Shellstad has to.
Pretty good look, though, late clock for Shellstad.
And so again, Oregon, if you just flipped on Oregon playing without Infali Dante, a hard fall just a minute into the game. And we'll pass along, of course, with at least
Kusnard here. I have a feeling it has to do with the 39 he put up in Tucson. It's fine.
Quindo. No, and that continues the drought-plagued team this year. Could they craft a remarkable March story?
You know, by the way, toss in that your best player only played a few minutes in the first half.
Who's this foul?
3-point lead for the Wildcats on the road. Collier open, take the deep 3 right in front of LeBron James. James the double-double.
Yeah, that streak got stopped over at UCLA just the other night. But as you mentioned, he's been on an incredible tear.
Rodman, the 3. Boy, DJ Rodman.
Arizona, just trust me. You should watch your words. Okay.
Keep it up. I'm going to make you pronounce Buked Joe. Here's Stefanovic short on the 3.
Dante not really a threat to shoot on the baseline. Kicks out here to Shellstad. Kusnard, another one on the way. Misfire on the back rim. Rebound Larson. Shellstead couldn't get it. Dante kept it alive out to Tracy. 3, no good. Ballery to go with 9 points. Boswell has 16 points to lead the Wildcats. But again, they started Grant Whiteman a walk-on, so Boswell came off the bench. The 3-0 from Evans.
Points and keep the game in the 70s. You know how you do that? You have to play defense. You really have to lock in, and that's something Washington has struggled with at times this year.
Wood way downtown, no good. And by the
give Washington State credit, a very good team. But I'll tell you this, with the experience that they have, 2 guys that have played in the national championship game, watch out for these Wildcats. They could ease up to beat moving forward.
Shot clock under 10. Wheeler out to Brooks. Brooks for 3. No good. Rebound is tipped around. Barrow. Brooks, heat check, and it ripped out. Mia with the rebound. Mia has reached 500 rebounds for his career with that one. Make it 501.
Ballo has a hand on it. Yakumovsky rips it away from the corner. Got it! Wow. Jalen Wells. Larson up and under. Gets it back over the corner. Here's Lance. They're going to call.
Brandon Carlson missing everything but fouled on a 3. And Keshad Johnson in display. Brandon Carlson in Utah has taken their first lead of the season.
Someone in the man and someone in the zone.
Brandon Carlson missing from the corner. Umar Ballo the rebound. 4 fouls each for Arizona as Hunter Erickson gets the inbound. Carlson from the corner. And the rebound. Jaden Bradley for Arizona.
The wall, right? Keep it on the course and make good, simple decisions.
The kick out. Stojakovic. No good. Reynaud trying the pump fake. The drive by Reynaud. A little touch. Rolls off the rim. Stanford gets another offensive rebound. Gieler can't get it. And that's going to be
a very good defensive team and much better than they were last season.
They've been stunned by a couple of bad road losses. Here's a wide open 3, and it's knocked down by Barth.
You feeling okay, Bill?
Well, it's early. Please, we're not even halfway.
Tyler Bilodeau launching a 3.
So offense has been a
struggle for Arizona. Tyler Bilodeau keeps it alive for Oregon State. Jordan Pope relocates and buries a 3.
Whoa, nice. Oh, please.
Tyler Bilodeau hustling. Dexter Akano way off of the 3.
Just missed. He's got his shirt out because he's been working so hard. And nobody's helping him.
Tyler Bilodeau gives Oregon State
Pass the ball.
Left open. Christian Wright. 3 is blocked by a lunging Keshad Johnson.
And Kylan Boswell, couple of young guards, a pair of sophomores. That will be a good matchup to watch, as will Love against Mack. And that 3 bottoms out. Stefanovic has Ballo caught on a switch. Instead, it's a 3 that goes down for some.
As the hot hand gives it up. Rodman's 3 short. USC 1 for 7. James another rebound. And this time it goes down. 3-point. Meanwhile here, Arizona's taken 10 more free throws than USC. Here's Page, same spot, different result. Missed it this time.
Who bring it regularly, physically, emotionally. Shoot the ball.
Reynaud had the open shot, but the long rebound.
This is really good offense.
Krivas a 73% free throw shooter, and he's got.
They're getting a little momentum here offensively, Cal. But they got to get stops. If they're going to think about getting back in this thing, they just can't trade baskets with Arizona.
In 5 years, they last did it at Washington State.
Is that right?
2018, January 2018.
That's surprising.
It's almost 6 years.
So let's see if Cal can straighten out here. Get a quick ball to Jeremiah Hunter.
For builders, and can't wait for this game.
Here we go. FAU has it first, and an early three is too strong, and the rebound cleared. Why not? Based on the rule changes as well with block charges. Into the corner, Lorien. Might not be the shot they wanted.
Yeah. Pero se impone el juego del Crimson Tide en los primeros minutos de acción.
También hay que decirlo, vienen ellos en una conferencia sumamente competitiva. USC, los Arizona State, y que normalmente pues estaban ahí peleando de tú a tú.
Viene otra vez el intento de 3 puntos. A un hombre afuera de la línea de larga distancia para, si es necesario, también intentar el triple. Ahí la posición, ahí el mejor ejemplo. Es uno el que se queda, uno el que Arizona. Llegan después de 7 tiros desde el campo para los Wildcats.
Oye, y ¿sabes qué es también lo preocupante? Están abusando de
los puntos. Este tiene que ser el jugador que más se asemeja al estilo que pretende jugar el entrenador en jefe Lloyd, sobre todo por la forma en la que defienden el tablero y despenos a 2 tiempos y adentro. El último hombre, Omar Ballo. Y Arizona retoma ventaja con menos de minuto y medio. Buscaba texto moderno y que forzosamente hoy, en cualquier esquema para la formación de un equipo, necesites un sniper por excelencia. Otro intento de 3 y va haciendo un gran trabajo defensivo. Normalmente con 1 o con 2 hombres en la pintura, a diferencia de su rival, no están concediendo el espacio. Va por 3.
Para Alabama, cosa que no hizo en el primer medio,
No, definitivamente. Va a buscar Nelson el triple tan rápido del lado de los Wildcats que terminen puntos a su favor.
De hecho, tuvieron varias rompimientos, no transiciones.
Y no anota los puntos Luis. Reducen este partido y esta desventaja, Rigo, a una posesión larga, todavía en favor de
Walters y por ahí Estrada, ¿no? Le han quitado un poco de peso a este jugador, que es el que tendría que decir, aquí estoy presente.
Tener algo que puse sobre la mesa hace algunos minutos. Considero que este equipo, durante la mayor parte del partido, Rigo, amigos, no jugó.
Basketball, one of the big reasons he came to Arizona. Another pull-up. This time too strong from Smith. Second chance now for Purdue. Lawyer all alone. And Larson skies for them early in this game, as in Mason Gillis, which is more customary. There is Morton looking for Edey. Thought about it, gets rid of it. Lawyer open, deep shot. Oh, yeah! Smith inside Edey. Double comes. Back to Smith. Step into a 3. Bullseye!
Arizona recovering. You can tell 4 minutes in, these are 2 really good teams. Well coached, both execute well. Wall missed the 3 off the side. During the 12-minute mark here in the second half, Arizona's been in command since the midway point of the first half. Corner 3 for Milberg won't fall.
It's crazy when I played, and that was 30 years ago.
They remembered you when you became an analyst visiting town, right?
They remembered me in one way for about the first
dribble. Excellent start for Arizona.
Hogard the kick, Malik Hall a 3.
That's huge. And Malik Hall, defensive balance, and Johnson once again with those long arms anticipating that pass, able to get out and finish.
Bank shot won't go for 3 for Hall. The first shot. Fake by Walker, steps in. Hall, same spot. Off target this time. Sissoko the offensive rebound.
Handle it, run the length of the floor. Look how fast he goes. And then he was going to go with a hook shot dunk with the left hand. You can do that when you're...
Time to rise, no matter the odds.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for...
Medium rare. Hi. Chocolate.
Little bit. Boswell really getting his opportunity to start now that Kirk Reese has moved on from the program, and the way that now get a chance to head to the free throw line.
Sutherland's in a 1-3-1 half-court track and gave us, if they recognize.
Wilkins,
a nice piece of coaching to switch up your defense is coming out of timeout.
Wilkins, the 73% free throw
for looks, because if not, they can really pound them inside. The different looks keeps them guessing.
Boswell just stripped it and then knocked out of bounds by 3. Joseph has been responsible for the majority of the scoring in the second half. Morauskas.
Doctor at the point. One freshman in the starting lineup for Duke. That's him with the ball. Jared McCain to a wide open Mark Mitchell, who missed the Dartmouth game with an.
Was about to go the other way, and he shot in front, got the ball, and then dropped it off the barrel. Great play by Boswell.
Will not turn 19 till after this season.
Production is the word. They're at the top in every offensive category in the league, including the #1 rebounding team.
In the conversation for sixth man of the year, I meant to say.
Yeah.
With the goal. We're pretty far from that here in the desert, too, as Shellstead makes a nice move and scores with 3 seconds left, and then a steal by Evans, blocked, though, by Johnson.
It was kind of an identity thing for the entire team, right? Pretty good defense there.
That's terrific by Johnson.
Want to score fast and furious.
Keshad says something to somebody on the Washington bench as he lets that go. Wheeler right to the cylinder, and Johnson says, get it on out of here. 3s, and it's a 16-7 lead.
I think they're playing like a team that lost a tough one the other night.
Yeah, I think so. Brooks has it swatted away by Johnson again, his second block. Off the screen by Brooks.
Mismatch by Wheeler with follow on him.
Wheeler has it going up, and Johnson has another block. Shot clock does not reset. Brooks, turnaround jump.
Free throws, so they can get position. It kind of changes the role. He was really effective, but just got a shot block, and now blocks that shot.
Johnson got a piece of it. Now he gets to throw it.
I think it was on Krivas because he was holding Jones on that. Or no, Chinyelu.
How about Johnson coming out of nowhere to get that block? Ball's out of bounds. Clough, another junior college guy that ended up at Washington State. The steal by Miles Rice, and the block coming from Keshad Johnson. But there to clean up the mess is.
It's like Arizona's running game in football. They just wear teams down, and Ballo's had a block. He had a dunk, another rebound. It's just the Ballo show right now.
Block there. Just need a couple of possessions to produce some points. And there's Perez, blocked by Johnson. Off the backboard, here come the Wildcats.
You mentioned the Raleigh Wooster. Gabe Madsen. And he goes down. He's clutching his eye, it appeared, as he went.
Kuznard off the dribble, hanging and deflected, clean. He comes back up with it. Arizona season high 27 points. He knocked down 6 triples. Evans, and that is swatted away. Keshad Johnson, the 5th-year senior.
Pass the ball.
Left open, Christian Wright. 3 is blocked by a lunging Keshad Johnson. And it's out of bounds to Oregon State.
It'll give you a higher quality shot from the perimeter than what we've seen Arizona take early.
Bona hesitated for a moment and lost it. That foul, by the way, a moment ago. Stefanovic swatted out of his arms by Johnson. Larson.
It's the second turnover created by this defense for Arizona State on the season. 31.
And at 26 points and 5 boards in that win. Oregon, Arizona State, both with their hands full tonight. One, Oregon and Washington State. ASU hosting an unhappy Colorado team, so that ought to be a...
Cody Williams, outstanding freshman, likely going to be a top 5 NBA draft pick. This is the 6th straight game he's missed with a wrist injury. The block by Johnson. Arizona now in transition.
How many times you've seen...
Para Crimson Tide han sido atacando la pintura rival y sin embargo no veo que haya hecho el ajuste Arizona más allá del perímetro, porque siguen otorgando demasiado espacio en la...
With this team this year.
Arizona was 39th in defensive efficiency last year. They're top 7 this year. And they're able to deter against Cooper. Ball out to Fears. Rotated to the corner for Walker.
Arizona.
And the clock still moving right now. Walker, the drive, blocked by Johnson. What a big game for Keshad Johnson, the senior from Oakland.
Southern team, and what do you have to do? The ball may not be going in, but you can clamp down the defense. You can always defend regardless of what goes on with the offense.
As you said, the offense and the
off to Ballo on the cut. Beautiful play by Pella Larson.
A couple of extra passes too by other Wildcats who could have taken a shot. Johnson with an impressive block on Filipowski.
And if Johnson just
didn't knock it in, but man, a big guy like, you know, and we saw it last year with Tabellas. He could run, so can Johnson. But there's that defense.
Lewis, the loses his defender. Jostled loose as he goes up. Here's Tops racing away, and that is swatted by a trio of Arizona Wildcats. Looks like Johnson.
Grandmother was legally blind and raised 12 kids. And, you know, just being there with Kenny, learning about his background, he oftentimes did not have family members at the games. So my mom would bring him cookies.
Lineup as always Oregon could put on the floor.
See, I don't think he can just straight line Krivas. They got to put him in action.
Tried to force it inside to Kuznard. Here comes Keshad Johnson. And to the floor, Krivas with his call, and it's coming back to Oregon with .9. Enough time to catch, shoot, catch, dunk, and it winds up neither. So, again, a first half that went completely off script.
There's the 3 there, but this crowd now is into the game.
Largest lead for the Wildcats. Bronny James lost it.
Who's number 2 in the conference in steals. Ellis thought about the logo 3, but Johnson right there. Then he deflects the pass. Back-to-back giveaways by SC. Bradley in transition. Falls down.
5 years in the NBA. That was a pretty fierce backcourt to go against when you're in college.
B-Day in transition, tried to give it up. Nice hands by Johnson getting the steal. Now Tracy Murray.
You know, it's interesting, too. I said at one point when Boswell went out, when will Tommy Lloyd bring him back in? I don't think he brought him back in, right? It's been Jaden Bradley to finish.
Zone for the season is amazing for that group at Washington State.
Brooks has it stolen away by Johnson, who's had a very good defensive first half for Arizona.
You remember, they're pressing.
Oh, but fun watching them guard each other.
Keshad Johnson breaks up that pass. And Davon Smith is slow to get up as Arizona quickly back the other way, and Johnson is fouled.
Jordan Pope never comes out.
Played the second most minutes in the conference.
Last year he averaged 36 minutes a game. That guy's got a future.
So 3 to shoot for the Beavers.
Change of pace.
And Keshad Johnson steals the inbound right out of the air.
Arizona got to play hard, get some stops, and get back into this game, but he feels like they're close. He also said he liked Bronny James and how aggressive and assertive he was in that first half, and he's looking for more of that going forward.
Caleb Love. They are. Yakomowski, as you mentioned, hit some big threes. So this second half, Greg, is going to be a good one, buddy. I went to the bathroom, so I'm ready.
Yeah, and this is how the first half ended, though. Caleb Love going to the rim. And do they use that?
And Love fouled by Jalen Wells.
They're just a good, hard, aggressive trap on Isaac Jones right here, but he's able
to let these guys play tonight.
Simpson through the paint, shot clock down to 3. Unable to handle it with Joke.
The ball.
Joke getting minutes with.
Are you sure that's Joke?
It is. He's
How
just.
Do you tell you he wants to be great, and he works at it, and he has made tremendous progress now in his second year. Tyler Boswell.
Held ball there. Possession will come back.
John L. Davis against Boswell. Little screen from Carroll.
Really nice.
Taken away. Boswell, great defense. Caleb Love.
Baseball pass, past midcourt, and some contact on Weatherspoon, no whistle, and FAU will pick itself.
4 jugadores con 3 personales, y no hemos llegado ni siquiera a los últimos 10 minutos.
Qué buen robo de balón, Bueno.
Trying to get it inside, got caught, and just barely avoids a turnover. First now double, great job by Arizona. They trap him right on that block, and it'll go to the Wildcats.
Well done.
Against one of the best defenses in college basketball. 6 to shoot.
A little sloppy here.
And there's a turnover. Johnson ahead of the pack. Oh, it's showtime! Keshad Johnson.
Thinking about taking it the other way. All of a sudden they have to play defense and get a step-in 3.
And already a standing ovation from the crowd, and Arizona's defense forces another turnover.
Arizona, nice backdoor Larson. Boswell for an adjustment. KJ Lewis, the athletic player that had so far. Hogard lost the handle, and a bad pass picked off by Keshad Johnson with the hammer. Very well defensively. You can see them rotate side to side off some of these screens. They help well. Turned over by Walker. Here comes Johnson. And a good job getting back defensively by A.J. Hogard. Akins against Love. Trying to slip it between the wickets. We're seeing some slippage from both sides in this game, this first half. Walker slipping on his way towards the rim, and a turnover, and here come the Cats. Still 5-on-4 right now.
To get within 2 of them, out-rebound New Mexico was a big thing.
Shot clock issues. Mavs have to recognize, and Johnson with a heady play, but the tenacity shown by UTR.
Not emotional. They get back and start playing defense again.
Joseph, how about the touch from outside? You have got a certified bucket getter wearing number 3 for Southern.
Yeah, Duke in a better shape, relatively speaking, than Arizona. That pass deflected off the backboard. Johnson has it, and Arizona looking to run if they can.
Arizona, he is, one of the big 7-footers on this team, but look at the touch, the footwork inside. That looked like a 6'7" player.
Johnson, the steal. That's going to be knocked out of bounds on.
Just on about how young he was all the time, but he then played on that under-19 USA team, which because he was so young. And he was one of the only guys on that team that had college experience.
Or beach.
Discipline, make better decisions than they have.
But what stands out is Morgan State last year. They were second in the country, forcing 19 turnovers per game. Here's Johnson. Put your tray tables up. Oh.
All right, not here. Late clock. Shellstad blows by Keshad Johnson, and Ballo answers.
Right back at you. A few minutes ago, when SC moves, when they really get going, they can bring the screen and roll. They got Boogie off here, but you turn it over like that. Great D, and that's, again, the advantage of Arizona. This is where I think they need to get Perez in the mid-post. Good matchup right here. Taller guy against him, though. See if he can draw a foul.
Keshad Johnson. Kamari Lands also is in.
Okay, off the screen, covered by Johnson. Okay, left side of the lane, gets it off, but it's partially blocked.
3 or 4 different guys who can heat up at any moment. A deep shot as the shot clock runs out. Good defense. Here's Jones. Fouled on the way up by Ballo. Isaac.
See if Rice takes him down low with the dribble.
4 on the shot clock, has to pull the trigger.
It's like Arizona's running game in football. They just wear teams down, and Ballo's had a block, he had a dunk, another rebound. It's just the Ballo show right now.
This has been extremely impressive. In a day, in a game, in a season where we've seen a lot of...
Carlson attacks. Falls off. Brandon Carlson.
Nice offensive game. Unfortunately for Boswell, he's so young, he still lets his shots dictate how he plays everywhere else. Whether his balls go...
NBA Academy Africa player. Freshman out of Nigeria.
Yeah, I don't know how Kyle Smith.
Whoa, behind him 3 seconds. Just kept his left foot down, but you're right. The seconds might have been there. Look at James Cage.
Bradley and Johnson and Love with Boswell and Ballo for Arizona. Tough drive by Tyson Walker.
Unless there was something said that we couldn't hear from our vantage point, but that's just 2 players being physical.
Yeah, the charge was the right call, and then there's a wrestle for the basket.
Good challenge up top, but what a catch off that pass by Larson.
Mitchell, and out of bounds off his leg.
Off the Ballo on the cut. Beautiful play by Pelle Larsson.
A couple of extra passes, too, by other Wildcats who could have taken a shot. Johnson with an impressive block on.
But what a great matchup between Johnson and Filipowski.
Filipowski just bowling his way in, but he missed the shot.
In the game, so the Ducks have to make a move here.
Yeah, that's great, at least, because that addresses what you said, Don. How do you deal with the 15 minutes?
And I would say this, if he hadn't come back, there's that blitz again. Got to make quick decisions, make Arizona rotate fast.
And there's the last second shot by Tracy. So,
lose the 3 there, but this crowd now is into the game.
Largest lead for the Wildcats. Bronny James lost it. DJ Rodman down the lane, and the rebound batted around, and Keshad Johnson. Loose ball picked up by Boogie Ellis. DJ Rodman swarmed, and a foul. And 2 coming up for.
Well, obviously a ton of time for UCLA, but do they have the firepower? That's the question with the Bruins. Going to struggle offensively this year. Williams from mid-range, no.
We grow up and mature past these things.
One of us has to talk about something other than Arizona in a positive light.
That's not true. As a person that lives in Arizona, which is a good thing, so you just got to dial in the distance. If you're missing them left or right, you're in big trouble.
Jones looking for the dunk. Ballo was from Idaho, played 3 years of junior college ball. One of those was a COVID season. Here he is again, just putting his shoulder down, loses the ball in traffic, can't convert.
Again, Winsue will try to be the trigger guy. They get at him right there, using his handles.
He's fouled again. If that is Johnson, here he is, working on Johnson.
Just one-on-one, really, that's all it is.
Backing his way down, spinning in the lane, in and out, Ballo with the board.
And their ability in transition, because of the skill, the athletes they have to finish, they are so good.
Lawson Lovering squares up for the outside jumper.
Bynum trying to turn the corner. Jones, the catch. Driving, mid-range jumper, can't float it in. Love with...
Still soccer?
I've done soccer in the past, and tennis, and volleyball, and a travel and violation.
Great defense.
A play by Javon Hadley, who grew up playing against and with Chet Holmgren and Jalen Suggs.
Simpson.
That's Colorado basketball.
Yeah,
right
Simpson
there.
with the layup.
First made 3 for the Cats. Reno crosses to Angel. Angel stepped, out of bounds on his baseline move.
Deal by Umar, who's a wonderful human being.
What a good defensive play there. Keshad Johnson fought right through James Keefe's screen.
Great defense.
That's all set up by Keshad.
And this is a part of his game that's really improved within the season. He's become a much better free throw shooter by the percentages lately.
Starting the second half aggressive. It won't drop, but
here's Jalen Tyson, who averages 19 points at first. Askew has not been able to get going tonight.
He's still an unproven foul shooter. So you'd rather make him earn it at the foul line, but now you're in the situation Cal's in where you're running out of big guys.
Yeah, a lot of drive and kick for FAU. Yep. 4 out. We saw it so much in the NCAA tournament. Martin's called for the offensive foul, and that's the right call.
Yeah, he got that left arm.
That 11 offensive rebounds already.
Crazy.
It really is nuts. Oh, nice spin in the lane. Martin couldn't finish. Body touch, and Gaffney didn't take the three.
And you see how much more confident the Owls are playing with? The ball's flying around.
Davis. Rosado has it on a string over Johnson. He missed it. A lot of body there. Well done.
Shot clock down to 5. Blackwell in trouble. Timer now at 3. Wall puts it on the deck. Gets to the basket. Missed it. And it's rebounded by Ballo.
Against Alcorn. Monty Sissoko is in as well at the big spot for Michigan State. Malik Hall just got the shot off in time. Sissoko taps it, working hard. Walker started to feel it a little bit offensively as the half has gone on. Carr, tough try with the left. Ballo the rebound.
They're in, and other times has been vulnerable. So I think that whole thing is going to be a huge bump. And then obviously on the other side of the ball, you've got Michael Penix Jr. Who
the season in the Pac-12, right?
You know, I'm not sure because I think, look, coming off a 10-win season, and then everybody knew last year this football team was one position away, the quarterback position away.
They're shooting 64% from the field, 16 to 25. Sure, Tommy Lloyd will talk about some of the turnovers afterwards. They have 21 for the game.
But it's good physical defense, forcing Love to take a really difficult 2.
Mitchell's been assertive in this game. Too strong on that one, and Lewis the rebound. Oswell 9 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists, and a steal already in this one.
Not giving up any second shots.
Young got his.
And it's interesting. You might look at this score and figure Arizona is up 48 right now. Why are your starters in the game? You've got to get game.
Call, and it's coming back to Oregon with .9. Enough time to catch, shoot, catch, dunk, and it winds up neither. So, again,
who's number 2 in the conference in steals. Ellis thought about the logo 3, but Johnson right there. Then he deflects the pass. Back-to-back giveaways by SC. Bradley in transition.
There's a Trojan program that this season hasn't gone the way anybody thought it was going to. And look at the way they're slicing up Arizona's deep
guard. We know about Yakimovsky, the Stars. Rice hasn't even been playing for the last 5 minutes.
Inside to Jones, who's fouled by Johnson. He'll shoot 2.
I think it was on Krivas because he was holding Jones on that. Or no, Chinyelu.
How about Johnson coming out of nowhere to get that block?
Quadruple double, but turnovers. He had 7 in their win against Colorado last Saturday as Brandon Carlson stumbles inside and missed.
Oh, but fun watching them guard each other.
Keshad Johnson breaks up that pass. And Davon Smith is slow to get up as Arizona quickly back the other way, and Johnson, the lowest percentage is 63% against the team, and it's Houston. Kelvin Sampson's team. As Lawson Lovering and 1.
Glad we got past 4. But scoring is going to be critical. That's what wins.
And Tyler Bilodeau will get to the line. A pretty feed from Jordan Pope.
It'll give you a higher quality shot from the perimeter than what we've seen Arizona take early.
Bona hesitated for a moment and lost it. The clock close to 10. James, terrific athlete. Good pass that time by James. Gets the assist to Johnny Wright with the bucket.
Kevin Durant playing high school at the Nike Skills Academy in Oregon. The first one that we did. And that was probably the time I realized that basketball has changed.
To let these guys play tonight.
Simpson through the paint. Shot clock down to 3. Unable to handle it with Joke.
The ball.
Joke getting minutes with.
Are you sure that's Joke?
After Stanford, admittedly with terrific shooting,
beautiful passing.
But Ballo shuts off Angel. Reno gets the shot.
Reno
Spoon. Is there a 3 here on the secondary? That's a 2 that falls, and so
Akins against Love. Trying to slip it between the wickets. We're seeing some slippage from both sides. And Walker slipping on his way towards the rim. And a turnover, and here come the Cats.
Mitchell on the drive this time, knocked away by Keshad Johnson. McCain gets it back, and Mitchell lays it in.
Boy, what a pass by Jared McCain. Jeremy Roach went over 1,000 career points in this game.
And I don't know who's... Yeah, Duke in a better shape, relatively speaking, than Arizona. That pass deflected off the backboard. Johnson has it, and Arizona looking to run if they can.
Didn't knock it in, but man, a big guy like, you know, and we saw it last year with Tabellis. He could run, so can Johnson. But there's that defense.
With 8. Now Kuznar's going to go. He has to. Sees it. And a 30-footer. Wow, that almost went just short. And Trace.
Of sequence for SC. Just Collier there. I'm not sure if he actually got hit or tried a mini flop. That left the open man there.
Bronny James, guys, for the offensive rebound.
The ratio of the last 10 games is 5-1. That is terrific for your starting point guard. But he's the backup. Ellis, another deep triple. Minnesota, 9:30 Eastern time, 6:30 here in LA tomorrow night.
Fully anticipate you going over at halftime and getting us that update.
As Arizona, as a 1 seed, the 2 West Coast first-round sites that would be most likely the destination for Arizona is Kuznar's 3 is good.
Gaffney, same thing.
It was kind of an identity thing for the entire team, right? Pretty good defense there.
That's terrific by Johnson.
Because now you have to guard ball screens. Sure, Tony Lloyd knows that as well.
Largest lead of the day so far. Johnson for 3, too strong. Boswell with the rebounds.
There were some substitutions there by Hopkins. He was not happy coming out of that timeout.
Shot clock at 7. Wheeler jumper no good. Larson with an easy board.
For them, over 11 per game. That's 3rd best in the country as well. So they definitely dominate down low. Yakimovsky with another take. He's fouled on his way in. Here's Rice. Fouled by Johnson. Thought he had all ball, but looked like black water. Everything's smooth, and it's going to work out.
He's one of the guys, heart and soul of this Arizona team with Pelle Larsson.
Knock in a shot that can change the trajectory of your night.
Good start on the road for Arizona. The reverse along the baseline, and Davon Smith brings the seal.
Badgen is hunting his 3 right now.
So is Gabe Madsen.
Good baseball player. There hasn't been a lack of confidence anyway for the Cats in this building. Their difficulties, their challenges have been 3
Roachman at Gonzaga really developed him so much. Loves to develop big guys, too. I think Tommy Lloyd, almost more than guards, he really loves the big guys.
Gains the handle, approaching 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Tracy reverses. Here comes Larson. He's got...
Shot clock at 5. Dexter Akano. Off balance, tough shot. Good defense by Keshad Johnson, but Akano got it.
7 in his last 9 outings, and he's already at 12 points in this one. Arizona by 13, largest lead. Rodman's 3 no good, and James line.
Let's pass we get. We're going to go.
Panics. Back to pass. Slings it to the outside. Cody Williams, outstanding freshman, likely going to be a top 5 NBA draft pick. This is the 6th straight game he's missed with a wrist injury. The block by Johnson. Arizona now in transition.
He wants to be great, and he works at it, and he has made tremendous progress now in his 2nd year. Tyler Boswell.
Out who commits his 4th foul. And that's 10 team fouls, so double bonus the rest of the way for the Wildcats.
A fluke and really put Florida Atlantic basketball on the map. A sustainable program, not just a one-hit wonder.
Jalen Gaffney had it blocked, but Golden.
They look like number 1 right now.
Well, they're trying to speed up Arizona, but going over every screen, it's been difficult for Wisconsin to deal with.
Great job by Boswell to chase
Chucky Hepburn over the top of those screens. So that's the only shot he can really get over the a tough.
He is 28 against Eastern Washington last Monday. And they're off to a good start. You know, Miles Rice, we hadn't seen him, obviously, because he didn't play last year.
The biggest play of the day for Arizona comes on the defensive end. Hogard a three. That won't go. And the Cats will do it again.
You don't come to Vegas for one game, one race, one fight, one matchup, or one team.
Unemotional, they get back and start playing defense again.
Joseph, how about the touch from outside? You have got a certified bucket.
Five-man job for Duke on the defensive glass.
Shot fake by Roach. And knocked away cleanly.
So prorate that with this team, it's probably 12-13. But I think that's even going to go up higher this year.
And you mentioned San Diego State last year, and that is
Minute and a half of this game.
Dave, you can see Keshad Johnson's at the 5 spot for them right now. So they're playing
screens. Not his strength.
Brooks' foul going up with 1:53 to play.
Glass jaw. You can't be. You got to be Buster Douglas. You got to be looking to knock out the champ.
That's right. Look at some counter punching, and they have done that early.
Keshad Johnson. Nice fight, back and forth.
All one-on-one with Jones. Let's see if they double.
Jones on Johnson, little push off. They're going to call an offensive foul. You saw that one coming.
A lot of that is confidence for Ballo.
Here's Perez backing his defender down as he so often does.
Shot clock down to 7. Brandon Carlson backing his way in. Carlson spins all the way around, pops out.
Johnson, one of the most versatile defenders in the conference. Ready? No. How about the shoulder? Muscles it in, and
you know, every guy on the floor can dribble, pass, and shoot.
You see Keefe trying to spin in the middle, but that is blocked by
the 13th best defense in the country. Would make sense if you're watching this game, but not if you've watched their previous road games in the last couple of weeks.
That's about it.
And he has been talking to the student section since the first minute of the game. Dante, good window. In double figure.
Down that pressure defense. Lacano's got to have a big game. Pope has started off early. Tough shot there.
Tyler Bilodeau left it short. Keshad Johnson. Shot clock winding down on the Beavers.
That's double dribble, please.
Tyler Bilodeau draws a foul as the shot clock expires.
Bekwe back in. Tinkle's going to need him the whole way. Beautiful.
Tyler Bilodeau.
He's got to become a screener and free up the ball.
Rodman fouled by Johnson. But this is what Arizona's going to try to do all game long.
Yeah, they're going to try to go high-low. They're getting the ball inside to that big guy Ballo here early. That's just a nice job of high-low to the big fella, and then missed that one.
Ballo posting up again. Yakimovsky. Larson shot won't go. Jones with the rebound. And now Miles Rice.
Scotty Boo with the first down. Looks like an offsides on Washington.
Yeah, they're bringing edge pressure. They're trying to heat it up here on the third.
And we're going to honor that and celebrate that today, including with a bunch of people that are in the building. 10-9, the celebration underway. Stanford establishing themselves early. And that is to become great. Why does he pass that up when he just made it from the exact same spot?
Angel turns, he goes left. Follow clear.
He just affects so much out there, especially on the defensive end.
He's a 78% free throw shooter.
Trying to get it inside, got caught, and just barely avoids a turnover. First now doubled, great job by Arizona. They trap him right on that block. And
need to get Pelle Larsson some open looks. It's been tough sledding for Arizona at times. It's a good sign for them to get him going.
What a move by Kaufman-Renn. 80 now in double figures with 11. Feed it inside, Kaufman-Renn, right to the rim, but he can't finish.
Everything but the finish. Big time.
We normally don't allow a lot of points, but 57 is significant. And they've been dominating the glass, as you touched on. High degree of difficulty. And all going to try to back down Johnson. And a traveling violation as Johnson pulled the chair out. Ball on Johnson. Puts it up and misses. Tipped out to Love, looking to run.
Traditionally, which is just straight post entry.
Davis Krivas also part of that Barlow story. The 7'2" freshman who's been very important. Boy, pretty post up, backing in.
Here in these first 4 minutes of the second. Hall against Johnson. A couple of guys who played a lot of basketball. Hall gets the better of it and one.
Got Shaden Bradley out, and of course Krivas, who had the big game the other night.
Went for 20, equaling what Love did. And Mo Krivas has been, prior to coming to Arizona, among them Bradley with the controversy-filled season last year at Alabama. That was an NCAA tournament team. High school.
Embrace the unknown. It's time to revive, thrive, time to rise, no matter the odds.
Now Mitchell. Good matchup with Johnson. And a foul called on Keshad Johnson. Proctor and Boswell, two terrific players.
What are they going to do when they grow up?
Young trying to muscle his way in, but he walked.
Well, but when you have a player like Kylan Boswell that can make an individual play at the end of a clock, that's a luxury.
Filipowski having to work hard. Good defense by Keshad Johnson.
5 assists with only 1 turnover.
Proctor gets it into Filipowski.
How'd that pass get through?
And that is a strong.
Production is the word. They're at the top in every offensive category in the league, including the #1 rebounding team.
In the conversation for Sixth Man of the Year, I meant to say. Their personnel, because they're better defensively this year.
Grigsby falls, and that will be a travel. Who do you think?
With his wingspan and ability to get off the floor, block both those shots.
That's tough. That's well done by Keshad Johnson with the late clock. He pushed Kuznar.
Game has been played. They're down, but it hasn't been fast. The way Arizona wants it.
Shellstad, no. Evans, yes. Dante out for the screen. Krivas is in the game, by the way, and Kuznar scoop.
You got to go.
And Caleb Love's good.
Obviously, Pelle Larsson and then Ballo underneath. There's so many weapons.
He's been their barometer. When his numbers are there as Collier scores on the reverse. Arizona's got foul trouble in the backcourt in an NCAA tournament game. Both those guys can come up big for you.
Well, with 2 of them already out on the floor, KJ Lewis is at the scorer's table about to. Has done a good job defensively because Arizona's shooting 37%. They're 1 of 8. They've turned it over a ton, and yet it's only a 1-point game. And that goes read by Bradley.
Arizona back up 1, 30-29. Deep 3, Sellers, 2 strong. And Brent the half. USC with possession down 1. Kobe Johnson, who's got 7 points to lead the Trojans tonight, gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
Diego Herb Stendek. Adama Alpha Ball used to play at Arizona, has been a big part of the Broncos' success this year. That was a foul on that shot.
Points. UCLA could not get out and run. Again, credit Arizona's defense for that.
But a good start.
They did this to Wisconsin. They did it to Colorado, among others. And looks like it's happening again today, although Shellstad with a 3 there.
Just efficiency. So they are such a loaded weapon offensively, especially when they're home. Now, let me just say this. Oregon, the time before when they scored, they worked it from has built at this program.
Another offensive rebound for Arizona off a missed free throw. And they get the slam from Johnson and a foul on the other end on the Wildcats. Free throw.
There's Lewis to the ball for the long. Perez leaning in. Whoa, Ballo. Yeah, that was going to be the goal. Good in the paint. Just another guy from New York knows how to score when you get inside 15 feet. Block there. Last 10 minutes of this game.
It's Ben in Waco. We hope we have the same kind of thriller here. Mulcahy, the transfer from Rutgers, left side of the lane, and he feathers it to the basket.
That's a well
threes, and it's a 16-7 lead.
I think they're playing like a team that lost a tough one the other night.
Yeah, I think so. Brooks has it swatted away by Johnson again, his second block. Off the screen by Brooks.
Mismatch by Wheeler with follow on him.
Wheeler has it going up, and Johnson has another block. Shot clock does not reset.
Out there, I think was a Ballo.
Yakumovsky using the screen. And Love rip free throws.
So they can get position. It kind of changes the role. He was really effective, but just got a shot block. And now blocks that shot.
Johnson got a piece of it. Rice and Wells working the two-man game.
I don't think they're going to get it.
Rice, deep 3. Ballo
keeping the ball high and a nice skill set to finish with the left hand. Made it look easy.
Neal from deep. Just need a couple of possessions to produce some points. And there's Perez, blocked by Johnson. Off the back.
And had the hockey pass. Johnson never touched his left hand, just hit the right hand in a touch pass. That's a big-time pass for a 4-man.
By Arizona in their half court, and they got a matchup that they feel they can exploit. Go ahead and exploit it.
De Silva driving, tough shot over the outstretched arm of Ballo.
Along in this new era, I'd like to see the NCAA tournament committee bring back the last 10 games and how you're playing in your final 10 games as more of an evaluation component. Into
92-73, the Cats beat Utah in Tucson. Arizona shot 60% from the floor in that game as it spins out for Davon Smith. And
a couple weeks ago, this last homestand, they weren't perfect against Stanford the first half.
Second half, they were much better defensively.
Really good, yeah.
Way short from Davon Smith.
So you see Ballo is just basically giving them, so they have Caleb on Carlson, and then they have Ballo down low for help.
Davon Smith gets his own miss for the lead. Utah's not led since really early in this game. Come on.
No. If that goes. I mean, good job by Johnson.
Don't want to go under on that guy.
No.
5 to shoot. Gabe Madsen, tough shot. Way off on the 3. And it's pulled down by Arizona.
Easily, he's almost like a guard at times with a power forward body.
The lead is 10, is the largest of the game as Gieler.
And then, of course, because of the upcoming revolution in conference stuff, people said, are you going to continue to try to play Cal and Stanford? And Tommy said, look, they will confront it in March.
It'll be an issue, right? It's Ballo actually put some size and strength on Tyson.
Nice spin there by Tyson, and he'll get to the line with 10 seconds left.
Kuznard off the dribble, hanging and deflected, clean. He comes back up. He just checks in, ball in his hand for Oregon. Here's Shellstad, straightaway 3, good look. Third rebound already.
Had a hard time keeping the ball in front and just guarding the three-point line.
Kuznard, that's a tough shot. His first bucket today, first half. Kuznard penetrates with the left hand. He's in a groove.
Jordan Pope never comes out.
Played the second most minutes in the conference.
Last year he averages back in the lineup.
And Keshad Johnson fouls Jordan Pope.
Thought that we'd be talking about the Bruins three-point shooting.
This is total role reversal.
And Arizona struggling on their home floor.
Mack in the spin cycle. Couldn't get it to go. For UCLA right now. Terrific perimeter defense. Williams leans in. Got it.
Three, the Pac-12 leader in three-point shooting. Rebound, Kobe Johnson. Arizona gets back. Johnson takes the shot anyway, in and out, and Larson with the rebound. Five, they went 3 and out after that pick. Johnson, line up to the right of Penix.
Deal with Ballo. Both these teams do like to play from the inside out.
That runner won't go for John L. Davis. One and done. John L. Davis against Boswell. Little screen from Carroll.
Really nice.
Taken away. Boswell, great defense. Sizzle, right?
Yeah, like he's electric. He is that. So is this guy.
He hesitates, and he goes glass.
4 jugadores con 3 personales. Y no hemos llegado ni siquiera a los últimos 10 minutos.
Qué buen robo de balón, eh?
Very well defensively. You can see them rotate side to side off some of these screens. And they help well. Turned over by Walker. Here comes Johnson. And a good job getting back. Hogard steps in for the 2. Rims out. Rebounded by Love. A minute.
Arizona.
And the clock still moving right now. Walker. The drive. Blocked by Johnson. What a big game for Keith.
A better job in the second half of defensive rebounding.
Roach a seam. Yes, it is tied.
By Larson on Roach.
Roach driving. Pull up. Filipowski the rebound.
I think he's going to be a great player. It's going to pay off for him this year.
Works out every morning with Caleb Love. The two get their workouts in before class, and you just notice the chemistry being built already.